Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's YouTube video, we're going to be doing part 1 of my end of the year collection tour. I've never done anything like this before, but we're going to be starting off with my horror movie Blu-rays and 4Ks and thriller movies, or it's movies that have a little bit of horror aspects to them in my opinion. And then there's some in here I just throw on here because I find them that they could fit under the thriller category, even the horror category. So yeah, this is just one of those shelves that I have. This is the second row. We'll be going over this row after the row above it. I can't get my phone to stand up high enough, so we'll start by pulling the first 3 out. So we have 10 Cloverfield Lane. Then up next we have The Apparition, Once You Believe You Die. And then, brand new for 2022, we have Black Phone. I absolutely enjoyed this movie. I bought it as, I was trying to watch it streaming, so I could not go to theaters and watch this, so this is a funny story. It kept glitching, cutting out, which is why I don't like to stream most of the time. And I bought it that day, and as soon as I bought it, the streaming service worked perfectly fine. But I don't care, because I like to physically collect, and I was going to buy it either way. Pull out the next 4. So we have Bloodfest. I find this one to be very underrated. I actually got this one this year because I watched it beginning of the year. I absolutely enjoyed this. It's not as good as Hellfest, but still a good movie. Then we have the Scream Factory edition of Candyman. If you guys can see, it says Scream Factory right there. Comes with a lot of special features. Then we have the Vestron video release collector's series of Candyman Day of the Dead. Picked this one up. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I will keep on to it because it has a cool slipcover. I want the Scream Factory edition slipcover for my original Candyman, just because it's the only one that I don't have with the slipcover, because I'm missing the second Candyman movie. Can't remember what it's called, but I also have the one that came out last year. I was not a big fan of this one. I'm about to give it another rewatch very soon, but yeah, also has a slipcover. My favorite one, slipcover wise, is by far this one. Just has great design to it. Now let's move on to this stack right here. We have another Scream Factory release for Cherry Falls. Kind of gave off Scream vibes, if you ask me. I absolutely enjoyed this. This is one of my only Scream Factory movies that I cannot reverse the artwork for. So, as you can see, there is inside artwork, but you cannot reverse it like the other Scream Factories. Then up next we have limited edition Chucky, the complete collection that comes with Child's Play 2, 3, Bride of Chucky, Seed of Chucky, and Curse of Chucky, all on Blu-ray. Great set. Let me see if I can pull it out and show you guys what it actually looks like full on. So that's the one side. We'll turn it around. That's the other side. Gonna open it up. So the discs, there are 6 discs set in there like that. Gonna put that back in the slipcover that it goes in really fast. Okay, so I got that back in there. Then we have The Conjuring with the lenticular slipcover. And then we have The Conjuring 2, still factory sealed. I need to rewatch The Conjuring universe soon. I don't like a lot of The Conjuring movies, but I do like this one. Well, I'm going to pause the video really fast, put these ones back on the shelf, and then start grabbing the other movies. Okay, so I got the next stack, so we'll be starting off with another Scream Factory label, and that is the Critters box set, the collection. I'm only missing one of the movies because I don't think it's in this set. Because it's a 4-movie set. You got Critters, Critters 2, the main course, Critters 3, and Critters 4. Still factory sealed. I don't really want to open this set up anytime soon, but when I do go to watch them, this is the set I'm going to open up. And I haven't really wanted to watch Critters since I bought it, so I've never had to open it up. Because it's a cool thing to collect and have factory sealed. Next up, we have The Devil Inside. Haven't seen this one yet. Got this at my local Goodwill, if I'm not wrong. Then we got good movie. Watched it for the first time this year. I actually have the DVD, I think, still. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I still have the DVD, but I upgraded to Blu-ray, and I don't regret it one bit. And then next we have The Evil Dead and Evil Dead 2. Those are also some really good movies, in my opinion. Then we have Final Destination. Going to do 2 at one time. We also have Final Destination 2. So these 2 are really good movies. I also have the other ones. I'm going to flip them around so you guys can see the backs. So I absolutely love the Final Destination franchise. I think it's amazing. So I thought I'd show these 2 off at one point. They're still factory sealed. I got them off eBay. Got the first 5. Turns out I got the first 4 still factory sealed. My favorite from the franchise is Final Destination 3. Just love this one. This was my favorite growing up, and it's still my favorite to this day. Then we have Final Destination, or The Final Destination. I also like this one. A lot of people hate this one, but I enjoy it. I enjoy all the Final Destination movies for what they are. And then lastly, Final Destination 5. This is the only one that was not factory sealed, but it came with a slipcover, so yeah, win-win. Then we have The Final Girl. Super, super, super underrated in my opinion. I highly recommend that you guys go check this out. It's funny. It's great. I enjoy this one a lot. Almost done with the first row of movies. So we're gonna go with the next stack with Frankenstein, the Man Who Made a Monster. I enjoyed this movie. Still factory sealed. I watched it in October this year for the first time, but I knew everything about this movie pretty much as is because Frankenstein's my favorite Universal monster. I just absolutely adore Frankenstein, and this movie is amazing. Moving into the next few, we have Freaky with Vince Vaughn and Katherine Newton. This movie is hilariously funny. It's horror comedy, so it's on this shelf, and I enjoyed this one a lot. Then we got Friday the 13th, The Final Chapter, a good Friday the 13th movie. I'll be getting into more Friday the 13th. I'm going to try and fit all these into this part as well, but you guys kind of been looking at them this whole time, but I'm still going to try. Goosebumps, Jack Black. I have this one on here just because it does give off like a bit of horror vibes and kind of thriller because it is based on a kids horror series and books. So I kind of just put it on here to have it on here. Still factory sealed as well. I have a lot of factory sealed movies because I've been getting a lot of them in the mail. Then one that started it all, 1978 Halloween, and 2018 40 Years Later. So got the original in 2018. 2 of my favorites from this franchise. Then we got Halloween 2, Scream Factory Edition. I love this artwork. Then we have Halloween H2O, Curse Michael Myers, and Resurrection. I'm not a big fan of these ones, if I'm being realistic. Then we got Halloween Kills. Compare this to Halloween Ends. This movie was amazing. I was not a fan of Halloween Ends. I did enjoy this one because, like it says, Halloween Kills, and you watch it, the Halloween franchise, for what? I don't watch it for the story. I watch it for the kills. It's a slasher movie. That's how I look at it. And as long as it has good kills, I will put it in and watch it every once in a while. Then we move on to Hostel and Hostel Part 2. These movies, I love these movies. I think I watched these last year for the first time or very beginning of this year, but overall just great movies. Then this one might be controversial to have on the shelf. It's The House with the Clock in its Walls. I count this like thriller-wise because it does give off some thriller vibes to it and a kid's thriller movie, so I kind of threw it on here because, why not? And we're moving on to the last stack of this shelf. So we're moving in. I got Scream Factory Edition for The Human Centipede 3. I got this for $3 at a Books A Million, and I wasn't going to turn it down because, can't go wrong with that. We got Insidious, great movie. I watched this for the first time when I was like 5. Loved this movie. I go back and watch it every once in a while. It's been a while since I've seen it. I need to go back and actually watch it. Maybe I'll watch it tonight since I'm talking about it. Then we have Insidious Chapter 2. Not as good as the original. The original's the best, but Insidious Chapter 2 is also really good in my opinion. Then we have Jeepers Creepers and Jeepers Creepers 2. I'm not going to get into the whole discussion. All I'm going to say is I do like this movie. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's the director. I don't like him as a person, but I do love these movies, and I give the movies the credit they deserve for the actors who participate in them. Jeepers Creepers 2, I love that one. I can't decide if that's my favorite or if the original's my favorite. Moving on, we have Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Then we have the movie that got me my most views on TikTok, Last Night in Soho. I'm actually don't have TikTok no more, so I'm posting more on YouTube. But still, this movie, the first 40 minutes I thought was boring, so I didn't think I'd like it. And then it just, like, hit me in my face. That's how good this was. Like, I was not expecting the ending or anything like that. It was a great movie. Moving on, we have The Leprechaun, the complete movie collection. I like the first 3 Leprechauns, and then the rest are kind of eh. Moving on, we have The Lords of Salem. One of the only Rob Zombie movies I have yet to see. There's maybe like 2 others besides that. We have The Lazarus Effect. And then we have Ma. So, that's my whole first row. Yeah, and I also have some steelbooks that I will not be showing off in this video for my horror movies, because I'm going to have those in my steelbook videos. So moving on, we'll talk about these. So we have Mary. Have yet to see this, still factory sealed. Put it on here because it looks like it could be a horror movie. We'll just pull on a decent chunk right here. So we have Misery. Good movie. It was weird to me when I first watched it, but on a rewatch, I enjoyed it a lot more. Then we have Mom and Dad with Nicolas Cage. Great movie in my opinion. It's different for Nicolas Cage, but the best part's when Nicolas Cage is screaming the hokey pokey. That was unexpected. My favorite movie of all time, The Monster Squad. I love this movie. It will always be my favorite. I quote this movie on a daily basis. My favorite scene is, kick him in the nards! Wolfman don't have nards! Just do it! Wolfman's got nards. Like, that's my favorite scene, and I just can quote this movie all day. Whenever I'm hanging out with my dad, me and him will go back and forth quoting this movie. It's just like, I don't know, I love that movie. Up next, we have probably my favorite slasher from the big 3, aka Freddy, Jason, and Michael, and I about just dropped that. But Freddy, Jason, Michael, Freddy's probably my favorite because he actually has some good one-liners, and his kills are just more brutal in my opinion. Then we have Orphan. I want to get Orphan First Kill on Blu-ray. Gonna be hoping I get it for Christmas. It's on my Christmas list because I love the original Orphan, aka this one I'm holding. And Orphan First Kill was a great prequel. Just took them a while to film the prequel, or I kind of thought it was a sequel when I first heard about it. But I love this movie a lot. One of the first horror movies I've ever seen. We have Poltergeist, a good movie. Trying to hurry up so it's not super long of a video. Then we have The Project. There's No Escape, Dollar Tree movie, so kind of just picked it up to pick it up. And I just dropped all those, so slide those back in there. So starting off, we have The Purge. Good movie, actually. Moving in, we have another Dollar Tree horror movie, Puppet Master, The Littlest Reich. Then we have A Quiet Place. If you guys watched one of my more recent videos of me opening a box to a friend, this was in there. He shipped it out to me, so yeah. Then we have the Firefly trilogy, House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, and Three from Hell. I love all 3 of these movies, but I hope we can all agree that House of a Thousand Corpses was the better of the 3. I know a lot of people say Devil's Rejects, but I personally think the original is the best. Then we have Saw on 4K. Had to pick this up. I got it factory sealed brand new when I bought this for $10, and it was worth it. And I also have Saw the complete movie collection includes all 7 unrated films, so I'm missing Jigsaw and Spiral on Blu-ray and or 4K. Then we have Scream, Scream 2, and Scream 3, plus 2 bonus documentaries. As you can see on the back, Still Screaming and Scream: The Inside Story. The original is the best. It's unbeatable for me personally. 2 and 3 were the 2 weakest of the franchise. And they're all good. They're all amazing. I want to say that now. But 2 and 3 were the weaker 2. But the original is by far the best. So, pull these out. Moving into, we got Scream 4. Nothing but great. This is probably my second favorite Scream movie. I really enjoy Scream 4. Just a great story. Everything about it was fun. And then this is either my second or third. That's why I said I'm not too sure if the Scream 4 is my second or third, because I love this one. I don't want to spoil this, but it's been out for a while, so I'm going to talk about it. So if you want, skip ahead a minute or two, and I won't be talking about this no more. So I actually teared up when David Arquette's character Dewey died, because he was my favorite from the franchise, and, you know, I was hoping she would die. But yeah, and I'm not really hyped for Scream 6 like I was for this one, because apparently Neve Campbell, Sidney Prescott, is not returning, and that just kind of, you know, annoys me a bit. But if we see a return of like Matthew Lillard as Stumacher or something, that will make up for it for me. So I'm still gonna go see it in theaters, but I'm not all hyped up for it like I usually am. Moving into the next movie, we have Kane in See No Evil. This is a fantastic movie. If you guys have not seen it, I definitely recommend it. It's fun in my opinion. Tells a great story. There's 2 movies. The second one was but the first one is fantastic. This I watched when I was young as well. I grew up with the horror movie genre. It's my favorite genre nowadays. But yeah, this was great. Love this movie. Then we have Sleepaway Camp, Scream Factory Edition. I want 2 and 3, but if you guys look up the prices on those, they're expensive. I was lucky to get this one for like $10 last year for Christmas. Moving into the next one, we have The Strangers, Prey at Night. I've actually not seen this one yet. Then we have Tales from the Crypt presents Bordello of Blood. I have not seen this one yet. I love Tales from the Crypt. It's actually one of my favorite TV shows of all time. It's my favorite horror movie TV show for sure, no questions asked. But I haven't seen this one yet. This one's on my watch list. I have seen the other one. Plus, look who's in it. Corey Feldman. If you guys don't know him, look up his movies, and then you will know who he is. I've seen this one, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight. Ready for your Dead Time story? Another Scream Factory pickup. I love Tales from the Crypt, so I have both of them on Scream Factory. We're coming near the end of my Blu-ray section. I'm not going to show off my horror movie DVDs. If you guys want that, leave a comment down below, and that will be my part 2 of my year-round collection. But I will probably still make it part 2 just because continue on with the horror movies. Next up, another Scream Factory label, 13 Ghosts. One of my favorite horror movies. Not to mention, can we talk about how good of an actor Matthew Lillard is? He played in this movie, fantastic. He played in the Scooby-Doo live-action movies. He did fantastic. He even voices Scooby, and he even voices Shaggy, my bad. But yeah, he does fantastic, and then he also plays in Scream. Like, he's a fantastic actor. Underrated, in my opinion. We have The Unborn. Have yet to watch this, but it looks really good. Then we have The Visit. It's a fun movie. It's made written or made by, I can't remember, M. Night Shyamalan. I think that's how you say his name, but it is definitely a fun movie in my opinion. I definitely do enjoy this. We're moving into the final few. So we have a 4K for VFW. This is actually a really fun movie, and it has Martin Kove as the main reason I bought this. If you guys don't know who he is, he plays Kreese in Cobra Kai and also the Karate Kid movies, and he is a fantastic actor in other things I've seen him for. Then we have the original FNAF movie, and I'm making a joke because it's not. It's not really even a FNAF movie, but it gives off those vibes. Willy's Wonderland with Nicolas Cage, really fun. Had a great time with this. I blind bought this when I first started collecting. Usually that's a mistake I did. But you know, it's definitely a fun movie. I'm glad I blind bought this on Blu-ray. We're actually going to be getting a FNAF movie soon, so that's why I was making a joke how this was the original one. But there's other ones out there that could be considered like a FNAF movie. Wrong Turn 1 through 5. I'm only missing 6 on Blu-ray, but I do have it on DVD. I want to get the 6th one. This is one of my favorite horror franchises. I grew up watching these. My favorite is definitely Wrong Turn 2, Dead End. I love the original as well, but those are probably my 2 favorites, the original and the second one. The Woman in Black, Angel of Death. Good movie for sure. I did watch this one and the original. I enjoyed both of them, but it was like 7-ish. I don't know when this one came out. It was like when it came out, so I can't remember. It should say somewhere on here. I know I watched it a while ago, so I don't know. I was thinking 7 years, but it was a while ago because I know this ain't that old. 2015, I think that's what that says. So yeah, it could be close to that, actually, now that I'm seeing the date. So I watched both of these. This one I watched when it first came out, and then the other one I watched before this. So it's been a while, so I might not like it as much because I liked almost any movie when I was younger. Then we have one of my all-time favorite movies, a movie I'd give 5 out of 5 to, and that is Zombieland. Just a great movie. Woody Harrelson actually has a new movie coming out next year called, I think it's Champions, and I want to go see that in theaters because I love Woody Harrelson. This is a fantastic movie. Yeah. And moving on to the last one, Zombieland Double Tap. I did not like this one as much as the original. I'd probably lower this down to 4, maybe 4.5, just because I'm not a fan of, can't remember her name. It was, let me see if it says here on the back. It does not, unless I'm not looking hard enough. It's that one blonde girl. I can't remember her name. She was annoying in this. A lot of people say Emma Stone was annoying in this, but I disagree. I think the other chick was annoying. But I do enjoy this. The ending of this movie, in my opinion, is better than the original's ending. I love the original more, but the ending on this one was just fantastic. And now, I did say last one, but I do have this Friday the 13th Scream Factory box set that I want to show off, because it's also considered my horror Blu-rays. So, I'm not going to pull everyone individually out, but, because I know a lot of people talk about this, I haven't made a video on this, so we have the original Friday the 13th, Part 2, Part 3 3D, the final chapter, A New Beginning, Jason Lives, The New Blood, Jason Takes Manhattan, which is my favorite, and I have reasons why. I have a lot of memories with that one, and it just will always be probably my favorite, because I have a lot of memories with it, and I will always enjoy it. Then we have The Final Friday, then we have, Jason Goes to Hell, The Final Friday, yeah. Jason X, Freddy vs. Jason, I love this one as well. Kind of a cool concept for a movie. Then we have the remake. I actually like this one a lot. And then we have bonus material. Then this is just like a pamphlet and stuff. But yeah, overall, this is probably my favorite thing in my entire collection. I just love how much detail they put into this. But there you guys go. That is my horror movie Blu-ray collection. I do have some DVDs. I'm going to lower you guys down so you guys can see it. So, here's like my horror movie TV shows I have. Like I said, Tales from the Crypt, I have the complete series. And then, as you guys can see, there is a lot of DVDs. There's more down there. But yeah, I do have a lot of the DVDs for horror as well. So that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys want a part 2 of me going through my horror movie DVDs, let me know. But I'll probably make that part 2 anyways. But yeah, that's going to do for this video. Hope you guys enjoy. Hit that like button. Smash the subscribe button if you guys want to see my part 2, part 3, etc. for the end of the year collections videos. See you in the next vid.